Hello, it's another glorious morning. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief, and whisper it quietly. Summer might be just around the corner. We had the employment report out for April yesterday, and it wasn't great news. Average earnings excluding bonuses was up 6.7%. Now the data has remained around this same ballpark for a few months now, which will be a concern for the Bank of England, as it does suggest that higher inflation is becoming embedded in the UK economy and at a level that is above what they need for inflation to fall back towards their 2% target. Hugh Pillar's been on. The Bank of England chief economist said that he regrets his choice of words, which he considers were inflammatory, when he said that the British people should get used to being poor and stop demanding higher wages because it was fueling inflation. It's interesting that he only regrets his choice of words, though. I guess we can still assume that he stands behind the sentiment, and perhaps he's reaching for a thesaurus for a less inflammatory word for poor. Impoverished, perhaps. Over in the US, we've had a few Fed members on. They've been discussing their views of the US economy between the Fed meetings. And on balance, options remain split. Some remain unconvinced of the need to pause the rate hike cycle, suggesting that both demand and the labour market need to be further impacted in order for inflation to come down permanently. Others see a pause as more appropriate to allow the rate hikes to take full effect and reduce the risk of the Fed overshooting targets for inflation and employment. Because the Fed does have previous form here. They've got a bit of a history for overcooking monetary policy, and this is something that they should guard against where they are at such a critical stage in the current cycle. Market sentiment already suggests that the Fed will end up cutting rates later this year, so maybe it is the right time for a pause. In the market, the dollar is lacking any real trend right now. Yesterday, the dollar index drifted up to about 102.70, and the market remains equally undecided about the path forwards for sterling. Sterling retreated back to 124.65 against the dollar yesterday. We opened this morning around 124.60 against the dollar. We're about 114.75 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 108.70 on the open. That's it from me. Have a great day.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.